It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Austin Eckler. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Hooker. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. And he gets us up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yardage, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Packers had 6 and 9 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard. To 3rd down. You talk about this Rams defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hooker's going to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Hooker now off play action. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 33 yards that time. Hooker to the air yet again. Flushed out right. Well, he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Stafford. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Play action. Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Ready, break.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, and he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the 1st down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Stafford's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Stay 50. Stay 50. Stay 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw, Stafford. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed it with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Hooker on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing. Hooker.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
32.
On first down, Stafford here. He finds Wilson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nick Chubb, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, here's the option. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On second down, here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get hit. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 3rd down, Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
88 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Big 20.
Here's Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
22.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kevin Farley. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
50, 59.
Stafford. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
70.
3rd and 4.
Zebra. Stop.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 31 yards. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Throwing left left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Hooker's looking to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. And a throw right sideline is complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however, to try here for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hooker.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.